watched a TV show one time, and now I'm obsessed with Fallout. Okay, so I watched Fallout, and then I started playing the Fallout games, like, more than just Fallout Shelter, even though Fallout Shelter slaps. But yeah, I'm invested now, so I brought it into The Sims. I decided to build a vault, delete the door to the outside, and then try to survive. So the plan is to work remote to pay the power bills, grow our own food, reproduce, and don't die. This also meant turning off the restocking option on the fridge, leaving me to grow and make my own food because I hate myself. No, I vote this is the new Sims challenge. If you're bored with The Sims, just do this. I didn't use any mods, you can totally just do this. Go be a dweller. Going into this, I knew my Sims would need to work remote jobs to be able to pay the power bills on this place, which ended up being so freaking massive, so I needed some training rooms. And you know what? Animals are allowed in this vault, I will say that now. I don't know, if you guys tell me the shelter is good, then I'll make it public, but really I just started playing the games like a week ago, so tell me where I'm off. I went frame by frame in the show to recreate a few of these rooms exactly, but the rest are just what seemed kind of convenient in my head. If you watch the first episode of the show with Lucy's room before all the bad shit goes down, you can see where I was headed with this, like design-wise. But I knew the first step was building underground, so I just kind of went for it. As I was making it, I did completely disregard the monthly expenses in my head, like, completely. This is a problem for later. I've also added an indoor apartment mailbox so that I can access my mail without leaving the vault, and some trash chutes, so hopefully that gets me really far. I wasn't going to steal the whole cast of the Fallout show exactly, but I did need a Goosey Sim, or at least like a Lucy McLean bought on Wish.com and injected into the Sims kind of sim. And definitely a Maximus, even though, let's be real, he kind of sucks. The rest are random people who I thought were kind of cute at the time, but 5 people seemed like a safe number. They didn't really have a male vault dweller suit, so everyone is technically in women's clothing, but you know what? They look fantastic. And I definitely included those robes that Maximus likes. And look, my vault is $344,000, so I did turn on that free real estate to buy the property, but I do fully intend on maintaining the monthly bills and the massive asphalt on my own. Here we are, and I put one person in the wrong outfit, so I'm pissed off. Okay, let's enter. Here's a diner that I made kind of off of the show and also Fallout Shelter based. There's an option in The Sims where you have to either order your own groceries and make your own food from scratch, or you can just have your fridge magically restocked, so I did turn that off eventually. So I was thinking I'd have my Sims stock up on flour and sugar before I delete the doors. I'm just buying all the supplies I think my Sims will need for the rest of their lives. So what does a lifetime of flour look like? What's a lifetime supply of sugar? We're gonna get into that. You'll also note that I went with an indoor chicken coop because all of the good recipes need an egg. And guess what? I love chickens. Okay, so everyone's probably gonna need to lend a hand with the gardening here, but this is where I started. Just needed more flour and sugar, of course. The delivery person wants to come inside, and I'm like, don't do this, this is a cult. Get out of here. So stocking these storerooms alone took over an hour of my time, but I wanted to make sure it looked aesthetic and mostly had everything I needed. And please note that at one point, all of my baby chicks did start getting loose and roaming around the vault, but I had to keep going. I bought storage chests, which were a massive help here. Was there a better way to do this? Probably, but I wasn't gonna use my time researching how to unload Sims groceries. Not today. Okay, I had to call over all the individual baby chicks and get them into the same room so I can set an animal lock, because I can't just have baby chicks in the stairwell of the vault. That is unacceptable, honestly. So at this point, I picked a few jobs my Sims can safely have from home, like social media star, as in like YouTuber, streamer, then a programmer, a writer, and an artist. Those can all bring in cash without me ever leaving the vault. And joining the freelancing career was a good way to start building up those skills. And it's time to lock us in. And I'm already losing money on these shit paintings. I'm having someone work on robotics because I do want cool robots everywhere eventually. In what worlds will I not need this party bot? It contributes so much to this vault. And all the Sims had to learn how to be handy because they can't hire anyone to fix anything. You'll notice I have $4,000, but just so you know, my bills every week are around $15,000. The only good news here is that my Sims are starting to get famous from selling paintings and uploading YouTube videos from the vault, because right now, all they do is work. Lots of hidden dangers inside the vault. This chick is very much like me and can't cook, so that was a problem, but also this was an expense. So far, they've been okay with staying at home 100% of the time. We'll see if that lasts. Also, Maximus is super into cross-stitching to the point to where it's becoming profitable. He takes this very seriously. This is irrelevant, but this footage had to stay in the video. Stop dancing! We have to make money. Okay, now this is very much like the show. Maximus told Lucy she is unattractive, so that kind of sucks. And he meant it. For a group of people who can't garden, this was going pretty okay. We were observing holidays inside the vault. I have life tragedies turned off, but somehow a serial killer and a bunch of cops all broke into the vault. But, you know, I kept this in here because maybe it's realistic. The serial killer started playing the violin, except he didn't really know how to play the violin. It had been hours now, and I didn't want my guys to interact with these weirdos, so I just kind of let him keep playing. He was on the move, and then he just vanished in the chicken room. The cops followed and also vanished, and I never heard from any of them again. No idea what warrants a random serial killer and many cops, but this was quite strange. Paying off the bills, we did just fine this month. Speaking of which, like and subscribe. Here's the setting, by the way, if you want to have to rely on cooking everything from scratch. So these are the options we have in the vault as of now in terms of food. We have a lot of vegetable dumplings around here. Is this torture? And this is all stuff that's pretty easy to make. Vanilla cupcakes and pancakes. And you know what? The dwellers like it and it's rewarding. They think that. They really do. So yeah, if you want to see more of this vault, leave a comment and let me know if you try this challenge. Thanks so much, and like and subscribe if you like this content.